What's up, y'all? This is a unit showcase right here. Oh yeah, and this time it's the very first ascended unit to Grand Summoners. It is Veldora. Yeah, man, awesome that we finally have an ascended dragon. But anyways, what I don't do is go over what crest they should have or what equips they should have. Ignore that stutter. But I do go over the movesets, passive slash abilities, dream awakenings if they have any, and test them out on a quest. So without further ado, let's go with the skill first, which is called Killing Arts Rampu, which is interesting that it's on skill. But anyways, it does 4000% earth damage physical, increase skill damage to enemy by 100% except boss. So this one right here sucks that it's not on the boss. I don't get why it's not. It should, but you know what, it's like whatever. But anyways, it has an 8-second cooldown, so that is alright. His skill is kind of meh, if I'm gonna be honest. But now his arts, Drago Smash. 30,000% earth damage physical, autofills arts gauge by 7 for 60 seconds, so this is like a whole entire minute right here. So that is pretty good, so that way he's basically self-sustaining right here. And now you're probably wondering, okay, so isn't he a physical unit because he has both physical and skill and arts? Actually no, because if we go to his true arts, it's magic, and then same thing with his super arts, it's also magic. So he's kind of like a hybrid of physical and magic attacker, mostly magic since he hits hard on super arts and it's magic. But anyways, now true arts, Drago Cannon. It does 80,000% earth damage magic, increases all allies attack by 200%, and earth units will not flinch for 30 seconds. So you're probably wondering, okay, what does that mean by will not flinch? It means that they will not get frozen, paralyzed, or anything like that except for faint. They will still get fainted, which sucks, but there is that right there, and it's geared towards earth units, so that's nice if you have them on mono earth teams. And then also this right here to buff everybody's attack by 200%. That's also nice. But now super arts, Drago Hell Breath. It does 200k earth damage magic. All allies ignore enemies' defense by 100% for 25 seconds. Increase human, dragon, and demon units damage by 200% for 25 seconds. So that right there is pretty good. Pretty hard hitting right there. A big whopping 200k damage modifier on top of ignores enemies defense, on top of boosting damage to human, dragons, and demons. So that right there is good, awesome right there. So he is kind of like a damage dealer slash a bit of a damage buffer. So now let's go with ability slash passives, Storm Dragon. It does all allies arts gauge 100 up and all allies HP recovery by 100% when near death one time only. So this means only once per quest. But this is good because this is kind of like a failsafe. So if he goes like, you know, really down below health, like near death, then everybody will heal like that. In a way, it's kind of like a blessed necklace, but not really in a way. So that's pretty cool right there, failsafe. So now Earth BE output, level 2 BE output 10% up for Earth units only once. So again, if you have him on mono Earth, that right there is pretty good. And then damage boost level 2, damage up by 2% times attack per 100. So right there just multiplies like 2% times the attack that he has per 100 of it. So that right there is pretty nice. So he hits hard. But now let's go on to the quest right here, which is Challenge Apostate Paladin. This is basically chapter 27 challenge quest because I want to showcase that yes, you could actually pass this with Veldora. And then so we have Gabagoy right here, top tank, so that way he brings all the damage to himself as well as freeze. So that way everybody else could go ahead and do what they need to do. And then now Star God Lisa right here, Archgen, and mostly equip CT and a little bit to buff up Veldora right here. And then Chloe because, well, at some point you do need to break Roy in order to actually do damage to him. So that's why she's there on top of Arch-Gen. So that is the team comp right here, but you could actually replace Gamagori with Karasame. I actually recommend Karasame more because you will struggle less than when it comes to Gamagori, but for me, unfortunately, I don't have Karasame, so I have to go with the next best thing, Gamagori. But now without further ado, let's go battle. Alright, here we are. I'm gonna activate Hero Cape first right here because it gives freeze res. Okay, they got frozen. That is okay right there. Let me activate all of that too. So that way Gamagori could go into True Arts. Bada boy. There we go. Awesome. Even though he's gonna get frozen, you know what? True Arts has activated, so he's gonna be the only one that gets frozen. Alright, let's go with the art so that way he could, you know, get that self Arch-Gen going. Oh yeah. Awesome. Alright. There we go. Okay, cool. So far, so good. Alright, bada boy. Let's go with this. Let's activate all his defense equips right here. Okay, let's go with the True Arts. Mostly because of the attack boost. Mostly. And now True Arts with Star Galisa for that equip CT. And then Chloe. True Arts again. Arch-Gen. Oh yeah. You know how it is. Okay, there we go. Cool. I'm actually gonna do Super Arts after he finished with this. Okay, let's go like that. Bada boy. No, oh my god. Okay, he got frozen again. That's not good. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, I kind of wish I didn't have to use that on Keratos, but he did got frozen right after, and his shield ran out. Okay, at this point it says right here cancel by break, so that's why Chloe is here. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do True Arts, and then True Arts right here to refresh that, you know, the attack boost. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do Arts with Chloe. Gotta get that break res down. Okay, let's refresh this. All right, bada boy, refresh all that. All right, cool. All right, so far so good. Okay, let's go ahead and do Arts actually to lower magic res, so that way Veldora could do, you know, more damage. Oh, there we go. Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna do Arts before I go ahead and do Super Arts. The attack buff is still there, right? Yeah, it's still there. Alright, there we go. Let's use Keratos so that way it could refresh. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do Super Arts. Super Arts because Roy's about to break. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna do True Arts again right here. Alright, look at that damage. Look at that right there. Awesome. Real nice. Okay, let's go ahead and do True Arts to refresh that attack boost. True Arts, so that way we could get the defense equips up and running. Okay, there we go, to refresh that. Okay, let's activate that to increase his defense. Okay, that happened. Oh my god, Gamagori, please. Gamagori's kind of struggling right here. He is. Oh no. Oh, Gamagori! Okay, you know what? It's good, I think. But, okay, come on, Veldora, do the damage! Come on, do the damage, man! There we go. Oh my god. Okay, good thing he could do Super Arts again, because here's one of the good things about his Super Arts right here. He cannot be interrupted at all. When he goes into Dragon and literally do this animation, he cannot be interrupted. So, hey, save him right there. But you know what? It's all good, because you can see right there, it's proof that Veldora could do it. Yeah, man. And now, let's go to the details. Alright, so look at that. A whopping 28 billion damage. Well, he was the main DPS for the team. And now let's go damage taken. Yeah, he took the most damage right there, even though it should have been Gamagori, but yeah. And then recovery. There you go, Star Galisa. And then break. And there you go, Chloe. But Veldora did pretty well on that. So, overall, what do I think of Veldora? I think Veldora is, well, he's mostly a damage dealer with a side of a little bit of supporting capabilities right there. So I think he is good, especially Dragon, because there are quite a few things that do counter Dragon. But if you, let's say, Mines, for example, because Mines are coming back soon, it's not here yet at the time of this recording. that there is this boss that's called Geozagnus. He has human, god, and demon killer, but not dragon. So Veldora would really shine on that and just absolutely obliterate Geozagnus. So I think that's why you should try to go ahead and get Veldora for the next rerun, because by the time that this video goes up, Slime is already going to be over. But most likely Slime is going to get a rerun without a doubt. So if it does, you should try to get Veldora. And also because, hey, Ascended Dragon, he looks pretty cool. The SPR, as well as him turning into that giant dragon, awesome, very awesome. But anyways, let me know what y'all think about Veldora. Also, I do have a playlist up on the screen of other units that I have done a showcase of. But anyways, that's it. See ya.